needle at the bottom of the sea. So essentially, we're isolating the needle at the bottom of the sea. We're doing this. Okay? No words, let's do it. Okay? And I'm going to face you, but you know you're at the opposite foot, opposite hand. All right? So left foot on a line, right foot on the other line, 45 degree the back foot, put the weight on the back foot. Left hand comes across your body. Left hand comes across the body at the same time. The right hand positions up, okay? Okay, we said we weren't going to talk, okay? So we're going to just follow and do. Okay, one more time. Getting better. Weight on the back. Okay, now I'm putting words to it, okay? So left foot on a line, right foot on the other line, 45 degree the back or right foot. The weight is on the back. To do the needle at the bottom of the sea, the right hand has to come up high and has to come on a diagonal to pick up that needle. So can we work on the right hand? It is higher. It's going to come down on an oblique or on a slant or an angle. Then it's going to come back up, and then it's going to come here towards your forehead, and it's going to flash your arm. Flash arms like a fan, okay? The weight is heavily, if not everything, on the back foot. That's the only way you can get to the needle. You cannot get to the needle by going down with both feet weighted. The principle is, one is substantial, one is insubstantial. The one that's insubstantial can help you lower because it has no weight, and it will come down to help you lower yourself, right? If both feet are weighted, you cannot come, you have to stay at the level you are at and then come down. Whereas if you're insubstantial, you can come up higher and draw down all that energy. Okay? All right. So we said right hand is higher. It's going to go down on an angle. When it's full extent, so when it's full extent, that means your arm is fully extended but not stiff, right? Because it's soft, it's yang style. Then you can start to do the reverse. All right, let's get to that point first now, okay? Weight on the back. You're not going to be able to get a good needle if your span is too far. So you're going to have to get it comfortable, okay? Weight on the back. Down with the right on a diagonal, bending that back knee. Up one hand, two hands, come this way. All right? Weight on the back. When we go down to the bottom of the sea, what does our back foot do? It goes down. How does it go down? Show me. Go down. It flexes down. Therefore, the hand goes for the ride. The more energy you store in the back foot, the more you're going to get to your ultimate goal, which is go to the bottom of the sea. If there is not too much energy stored on that back foot, it's not going to help you go down. You're going to have to keep it weighted so that it can fully go down. Okay? So we know that the right hand is higher. It's going to go down on an angle. What does it do after that? So the left hand has a play in it. It's going to help us by going down. It's almost like a brush knee. It starts from in this area, and it goes down this way. Can we put the second hand, our left hand, to work, okay? Weight on the back, as always. Down to the bottom of the sea. One hand, join it with the second hand. Join it with the foot, heel out, touch in the middle, flash arms like a fan. When you flash arms like a fan now, don't do it with me. I'm going to do something wrong. It doesn't go like this. It does not. So we got here, up. It does not go like this. Okay? The arms are doing the work for you, whereas in Tai Chi, your whole body and mind drives your movement. When I expended the stored energy, it came all the way up and expanded my hands for a flash arms like a fan. So to do it nicely, weight is always on the back. I don't even know why I say it, because how can you have weight on your front foot when it's insubstantial? Okay? And to show me that, to know that your body has all the weight in the back, it can never sit up like this. Right away when I sit up like this, there's weight here. So I'm going to have to flex. But it's not for show. It's to store my energy. Okay? So when I come down to the bottom of the sea, take note of the two hands working, how the back knee is flexing, how the two hands work with the body, touch. So this thing's in sync. I put my heel down at the same time that I touch my hands in the middle. Expand that energy. One comes back, one comes forward. This one comes like this. Doesn't come out here. Doesn't cross my midline. It's in the middle. Okay? The right hand is higher rather than this way. It's higher. Sit back, sit down. Rock. My hands are moving because my body's moving. I shift my weight, one of the Tai Chi principles. I fist. I want to deflect to my right. I come out with my right heel, follow it, bring it in, parry, punch, parry, punch, parry, punch, touch. Watch how I roll back. Bring all that energy back to me. Coiled up like a cocoon, then pushing out that energy. The more energy I can store, the better I can expend. If I did not coil up and kept it here, my distance is shorter. I have two weighted feet. I have very little power to push forward. But once I understand the principle of coiling up, making myself small and sinking, and then I am more powerful to extend all that energy. Right? It seems like magic, but it's a basic principle. That when you shift your weight and you sink, you compact yourself and you store that energy. And you recycle that energy by pushing it all forward. Okay, when I say pushing now, that word pushing kind of bothers me. It's powering up that core and all your energy to then move to the forward position, rather than sometimes I think maybe you take me literally where you push. When I push like this, I'm only using my limbs, but I'm using, essentially when you do Tai Chi, it's everything, making yourselves big again as you made yourself small. Opposites, okay? Contracting yourself and then expanding yourself. Then somebody will ask me, well, how do you breathe? Well, logically, that's how you breathe. You bring your energy back in, you inhale, push it out, exhale, okay? All right, let's practice. Needle to the bottom of the sea. And I see people already getting their feet in good stance. Left hand across the waist, down. One hand, join it, foot, touch, flash arms. Okay? Getting good so we can add deflect to it, okay? Weight on the back. better. Make it perfect. Last time to perfect. Okay, let's try it with words because you won't see me. Sit back, sit down. Pivot the front foot. Fist the right hand on your toe of your insubstantial. You're going to veer out with your heel and deflect to the right. Bring it in and parry, then punch. Okay, so it's always easier to watch and then match the words. So this is what we did. I'm going to turn this way. Okay. Then from here, energy's here, centering yourself. As you rise up with your flexed knee, the hands go for the ride. They start to already rotate. So by the time you're at chest level, you have this form here. Okay, and this form is good because why? People can see your face. You can see others. It doesn't block your view here, right here, chest level. Power of your core muscles pushing out. Shoulder width away. Hands go for the ride. How do the hands go for the ride? Flex your knees. Mind driven. Gravity takes care of itself. Wrap around. Shift weight. Close your form. Let me just help you a little bit more. Remember we said that Tai Chi is using your whole body. So this is a really prime example where, yes, you want to get to the right. You want to be able to rock back and pivot and fist and come out on your toe and then deflect and blah, blah, blah. But just remember that all those little itty bits of puzzle pieces all belong to a whole. So every little bit that you see in detail need to be worked together to make one. So I don't know if I can show you, but maybe I can in some instances where I cannot come up here yet because I didn't even shift my weight. When I shift my weight to my other side, it's logical that I'm on my toe, my insubstantial, therefore I'm consolidating that weight there. When I want to deflect now, I don't stick my toe, my heel out and then deflect and follow with my hand. It's all in one piece. It's all in one piece, okay?
What I want to do is just talk about two things. One is, again, the intention and why you do a particular thing, such as needle to the bottom of the sea. What you're doing is you're coming from this position, you're coming up here, this hand is a stabilizer, this hand is a stabilizer, this is coming down, and this is, they're both coming down simultaneously, okay, in tandem. And the use of this is, you could say, brush knee, I want to block this guy away and I just want to poke him any place up, down, versus I want to come from here, grab, come down, and grab with this hand. You're not poking, but you're grabbing, and you're going to eventually end up going and doing this. So just to keep in your mind that this hand is not a lame hand, and needle to the bottom of the sea is not just this. It's, okay? Whether you grab. So you get what I said here. From here, it's almost like a brush knee. Whether I grab with this hand, grab maybe the hand or the wrist, I can catch that and then grab with this hand, and now I've got him up here, and I just, all I have to do is just keep going, drag him down, versus he's going to be hitting me, kicking me, get that out of the way, and you do that, okay? Now, in terms of deflect, parry, and punch, there's a lot of things going on in that. And if you micro-dissect and you take one piece at a time, you get lost in the minutia rather than sometimes just when you practice, think about Tai Chi as flowing, whether it's forward and back or 1 and 2, you're forward, back, 1, 2, okay? Here, this, we come from here, coming up, forward and back. This hand is drifting a little bit forward, but most of the power is coming from here. This hand just comes up here, and this hand comes forward, but everybody goes for the ride. Coming back, going for the ride. This stays up, tuck it down here, and you've got this fist that's from here. You come here, form a fist, hide it. And what's going to happen? Where do you think you should be going? You're going to deflect, right? So this is when you kick out, and that's a spin. And this hand stays home for a little while, but it takes advantage of the spin too, because it's coming from this position, stays home on this side, but this is spinning away, but this comes right around with the rest of the next foot is coming. And then when you get here, this is closing back to here, this is coming forward. So if you go in a quick movement, it's you see, it's just a bunch of spinning of your hands, but in not trying to dissect each piece, you get a better idea that this is a smooth movement. Of course, we go very slowly, but if you went as quickly as I did, bang, 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 it's just a cascade of movements. And so what Lucille is saying, when you go home, think about where your hands should be, but don't get lost in the hands. Okay, we're going to rock back, turn, fist, pop out, step forward, come across, punch. Okay? Okay, there we go. But just think within yourself. Don't watch me. Just figure, where are my hands supposed to be? Okay, I'm up here. Left hand is up. Right hand comes down, forms a fist, hides, pops out. The other one comes and turns and punches. Arms are flashed. Sit back. Turn, shift weight, hands coming down, hand is popping out to deflect, step forward, parry, punch, yeah, punch. And then as you're coming this way and you're going to punch, you've already parried, punch, where's your hand going to be from here? Set. Okay, try again. Sit back, rock back, curl your fist, hide it, pot kick out, step forward with the left and parry, punch, strip.
Okay. So we're going to go back and do it a little milder now, okay? And I have the word mild, but it's a pretty good. You get the point. So was this good way, this going this way? Yeah, starting this way. All right. Let's do it a little better now, okay? I mean, slow it up a notch, okay? Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, sit down, pivot, fist up on your toe, down, up, deflect, Pull it in, parry, punch. Let's do a box. Flash arm like a fan. Sit back, sit down, pivot, fist, toe, down, up, heel, deflect, pull it in, parry, punch. We haven't completed our block. Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, sit down, pivot, fist and toe, up, down, deflect, bring it in and out, parry, punch. One more block, flash arms like a fan. Sit back, sit down, pivot, toe and fist, heel and deflect. Then parry and punch. Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, fist, toe, heel, deflect. Parry, punch. Picking up the tempo. Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, sit down, pivot, fist, toe, heel, deflect, bring it in, parry, punch, getting very good. Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, sit down, fist and toe, up and down, heel, out, in, out, out. Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, sit down, fist, toe, heel, deflect, in, parry, punch. Okay, are we getting dizzy? One more. Sit back, flash arms like a fan. Sit back, sit down, pivot, fist, deflect, heel. Bring it in, bring it out, punch, touch. Now roll back. Store that energy. Deliver the last push. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, pivot, in pivot. Shift weight. Embrace tiger, rotate. Where are your palms? Push with your core. Shoulder width. How do your hands go for the ride? As we now close our form, okay, good job. Lots to be learned, and it's fun.